Hey you guys, I'm attempting to make a bow and arrow to fish with. So I'm starting off with this piece of wood here. I'm going to start to shape it up and everything. Okay, my next step is to shape it. I'm going to try to shape it like this. Okay, so far I've sort of gotten it, looking kind of like it does in the book. I'm going to work a little more on this edge. Here on this edge, I decided I'm going to cut right here because this is a little bit crooked here, and I feel like it's kind of too long anyways. So yeah, I'm going to make that shorter. Alright, my next step is going to be just putting the string on there. So I'm going to get that started. Okay, so on the ends of the bow, I put something to fit the string, this little space here, on each side. So now that's where I'll attach the string. In the book here, it says how to tie it, so I'm going to tie it like that and secure the string on there. And then after that, it says to rub it with animal fat, so I'm going to use bison tallow. So I can say I'm actually pretty happy how this turned out. I just got the string fitted on there. The next thing that I need to do is I just need to make the bows, and then I wanted to also make something to hold the bows in too. Maybe like the bark of birch. I read you could make like containers with that, so I'm gonna see what I can find around here. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. So next step, just making my arrows and making that. And oh, I'm gonna rub the animal fat on this first too. Alright, so I got this bison tallow. It says to rub animal fat on after you get it all done. So yeah, I'm gonna start rubbing this on here. So I'm just going to slowly, it pretty much melts in your hand like, so I'm just going to rub this all over. And it's coating it nicely. Yeah, I think adding that animal fat makes the wood really, really nice. Since I've added it, it's looking really good. I'm really happy with this. So just going to leave it overnight and then let it get seasoned. That's what the book says, that it seasons the wood. So yeah, then I'll come and get the rest done in the morning. Alright, so I'm looking in this book. It says that birch is the best. So I need to find some straight birch wood. So I'm going to go out there and look for it. And if you guys are curious what book I'm looking at here, it is this book, Survival Handbook, John Lofty Wiseman. So I'm going to go out there and get that done. Okay, I've got some sticks here I found, and I kind of shaved them down. And it said to make them 2 feet. So this isn't birch, but this one is. I've put like 3 of them. But I'm having trouble finding straight birch wood. So I don't know how this is going to work, but I'm going to try it out. I do notice that it's very light. So this does make probably a best arrow. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try to find some bone that I can use. It says you could either use bone, tin, burnt, or flint. So I'm going to see if I can find bone, and then I'm going to, also, I'm trying to make a spear too, so I'm going to also look for some wood to make a spear. So right now for the ends, I'm sharpening them with my knife, and then I'm also taking it, and I'm putting it over the candle and burning the ends. I'm going to do burnt ends on these to sharpen them. Okay, so I've gotten my arrows made up here. I noticed that when I did the burning, like burned it and stuff, they didn't seem as sharp, so I just used a knife and I got them real sharp here. Some of them are a little bit shorter, but I'm not too concerned because I'm going to be fishing with them. So my next step is just going to be to get the feathers on so that we can flight them. Okay, so I've got my materials. I took my saw and I straightened these out the best I could. That one's not like really straight, but this one here is, I made sure to straighten those all out. And I didn't use bone because I couldn't find it. So I have some feathers I found at the lake. I have this polished hemp cord. It's kind of just getting all wild and out of control. I need to figure out how to fix that, but it's just crazy. Okay, so I'm gonna flight these arrows. So I guess I need to split these down the middle, and then I need to tie it on there. So I'm gonna work on that. Okay, so I've had some pretty good luck just cutting the bottom off, and now I'm cutting down the middle. Okay, so I've got the feathers, I split them. So here's a little example of one here. I'm just gonna tie the ends of this, and then yeah, I'm just gonna I'm gonna put the feathers on the best ones that I've got here, and then after that we're gonna try it out. Okay, so I've got my first arrow flighted here, and I think it's looking pretty good. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. Okay, so I've got my arrows made up, and I did practice with this without them flighted, and it is working pretty good. I'm very happy with it. And then I've got my remaining arrows. So with these, if I can find more feathers, I will flight them. But when I'm going to be fishing, I'm figuring the fish will be kind of close, so I may not really need to get long distance. So yeah, I'm really excited to try this out. I'm really happy with it. I've created a fishing spear. This is a piece of birch wood, and it's already pretty sharp right there from when it broke off or whichever. So I've got these 4 points that I've made. This is the same material I used to make the arrow bows. I got them all sharpened, so I'm gonna just tie them on around here. I also got some tree sap, and with this tree sap, I'm gonna use that to secure on the string. Alright, so what I'll do is I'll just keep wrapping this string around, and then once I finally get to the end part, I'm going to put the sap on to get it really secure. Alright, I've got tree sap lined all along here, so I'm just going to do my final wrap around, and then once I do that, I'm going to close it off with more of that tree sap. Okay, I'm all wrapped up here. The tree sap's working really good to keep this nice and tight. Just going to put that last bit right here. So I'm just breaking a little piece off. And it is very secure. I'm very happy about how secure it's feeling. And then I'm just going to press that on there. Alright, it's looking good. Okay, so I'm real confident about these. It's real sharp. It's looking real good. It's secure on very well. And if it's not secure, I have an extra point, extra string to bring with me. That extra point that's there here in the middle, I'm glad that's there. So in case if these do happen to break off, I'll still be able to get a fish with this here in the middle. So overall, yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. It's looking pretty good. The tree sap really did a good job to get this secure. To make a carrying case for my bows, I found this really big piece of wood. I got this off a dead tree, just lying down on the ground. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to break it in half right from this middle part. And then once that's broken in half, fold that over and tie it together. But I'm going to try to make it shorter because my arrows aren't as long as this. Alright, I've got these pieces of wood set together. I sawed off the ends so that they're all equal. So these are all fitting together really good. So what I need to do is I need to just tie it. And the way that I just had it, I'm going to put one of these at the bottom right here to close that. And then I'm also going to see if with my axe if I can kind of get some of this off too. Okay, I've got something made up here to hold these arrows. I tied this all together. It's looking pretty good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to use some tree sap and stick this onto here to close up the bottom. Okay, it's sticking pretty well, so I'm going to just try to smooth out these edges. I'm going to add a little bit more. I'm going to add a little string if I need to also. Okay, so this will be what I'm going to carry my bows in. The string is a little thin, so I kind of doubled it, but I feel a little afraid it's going to end up breaking, so I will eventually get something thicker. I had to tie the bottom, so I kind of did have to divide it a little, so I'll put one side with my flighted bows and the ones with the regular and shorter ones and all that. Alright, so I fit it around my shoulder. It's fitting perfectly. This is a great carrying case. Alright, so our next step will be just to try these out, and I am excited. I feel pretty confident with these. I'm really excited. Worked pretty hard. Yes, I'm so excited.